Well, man, 2021, new year, new mindset.
Thank God. The dumpster fire's over.
And it's nice to have 2020 in our rear view mirror for sure. Where's your head at as you're thinking about 2021? New year, I always think, okay, what's important for my leadership this year? What's top of mind for you right now?
I think I'm probably like a lot of people. We can go nowhere but up after last year. And we had some wonderful things happen. There were some blessings that happened in 2020, but I think most people will always look back on that as a year of stress, strain, anxiety, problems, and it's good to have it in the rearview mirror, like you said.
It's tempting to just run forward into the next year, but one thing we've done around here is taking the time to pause and think back on what are the lessons we learned from 2020. Because anytime there's pain, problems, stress, it's human nature to want to get away from that as quickly as possible. But we don't want to miss the lessons that we learned. As you think about looking back on 2020 for Ramsey Solutions, what are some of the top things that you go, hey, we're going to take this forward with us? These are some things that we're actually glad we didn't like the process, but we're actually glad that we went through it because now we're this much stronger.
Yeah. Sometimes people think that times like that make people into something. They don't expose them for what they are. And I have a new level of gratitude and respect for our leadership team. Not only were they courageous, not only were they smart, not only was their work ethic incredible, but they were able to keep their chin up and swing and fight and claw and scrappy. And what does it take to survive in these times? What does it take to even prosper in a weird time? And they did. So one thing I took away was just gratitude and a new level of gratitude, a new level of respect for our leadership team, our team in general, but certainly our leadership team. I've always believed what John Maxwell says, that leadership is influence. But I have observed with our team and with our leadership team and lots of situations that each of us have been in this year where you get the dirty looks, where you get the eye roll, the public shaming if you don't behave the way someone wants you to behave and those kinds of things. I'm amazed that when courage and peace and strength and a smile walk in the room, how they can dominate a room. And if you stay in that room long enough, it changes the room. Courage is as infectious as fear is. And that when we stood, because it was the only thing we knew to do, when we took a stand in the community, or we took a stand with holding an event that wasn't popular with people who were afraid, or when we did that, what we got from other people was gratitude, and they said, wow, you changed the tone of this. And so, yeah, this whole thing of leadership sets the tone. Oh, brother, did I relearn that at a different level.
For sure. You're giving a lot of credit to our leaders, but it started with you. I remember when it first started getting weird out there, your approach, it wasn't shocking to me because I know you. We've been friends for a long time. I've served under your leadership for years and years. But I think we all, including our top leaders, were a little bit hesitant because this was this big new thing going on, and you hit it head on. In fact, I think about, the movie Forrest Gump, when Lieutenant Dan and Forrest are out on the boat and they're in the storm, and Lieutenant Dan is at the top of the thing. He's going, come on, this
is all you got, God.
In my mind, that's Dave Ramsey during coronavirus and shutdown, and the scene after that, they're the only boat still sailing, and Bubba Gump Shrimp Company is born, and they succeeded as a result because everybody else sank.
They went straight into the storm.
Where does that come from?
I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't know where. It's a decision. Mm-hmm. It's a decision. You're looking at this situation and you say, okay, what are the facts? Facts are your friends in a crisis, not what are the emotions. And what are the realities of a pandemic? Is this the Black Plague? Is all of my team members going to literally die if I don't send everybody home when someone said I should? if I don't require temperatures at the door, if I don't whatever, right? So it's just one of the things that has made this whole place work. It has been the idea that normal and whatever this contrarian mentality to whatever's normal is probably a bad idea. What everyone else is doing is probably a bad idea, and so it's a little bit of rebel, I guess, and it's built this business from the ground up for sure. This contrarian thing of normal sucks, don't be normal. So, and some of it came from that, and some of it just came from, okay, what are the options here when I look at the facts? Yeah, I'm afraid, and yeah, I don't want to harm anyone. I love my people. I love my family works here. My children in this building every day. Mm-hmm. The parents of my grandchildren, most importantly, are in this building every day. And so, would I actually bring harm to them? I mean, what kind of idiot would do that? Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not in that list, and so. But given that, I'm looking at the facts and I'm going, okay, what is the risk, the actual risks, and what are the returns, and what are the alternatives? And when you look at the options, there weren't any good options. Doing nothing and hiding in a cave has turned out to be devastating for businesses. And being shut down has turned out to be devastating for businesses. And choosing to ignore the fact that your revenue in entire segments of the business, which you did with us, disappeared.
Exactly.
Ignoring that is devastating. And so you've got to look at that and go, okay, I have to deal with the hand I'm dealt, and I'm going to play those cards. And I'm not going to push all the chips to the middle and walk out of the room and just surrender the hand. I'm going to play the hand out.